The cover is attached with two zippers, one on each side, and a hold-down tab, one on the head and one on the foot. You'll notice it's been made oversized, so you can tuck it in between the mattress and side rails. As we do that, you can see the side rails get more defined. The side rails are separate chambers themselves. They have individual self-contained air bladders that, once inflated, will remain inflated independent of any other part of the mattress. They're not going to leak down. The only way to deflate these is by removing the plug like this, and the air will come out. So when you're setting it up or taking it down, you want to be aware that that plug is there and it needs to be put out or put in. The side rails are protected by a 1,000 denier canvas cover, so it's strong and durable and won't get easily punctured. The bottom shell also features a 1,000 denier canvas cover. It grips the bed deck and is durable so that it won't get easily damaged. The inside has a sewn-in off-white material, which is the mattress's fire sock. We build this feature into all of our TSS mattresses. It's manufactured to comply with Federal Fire Code 16 CFR 1632 and 16 CFR 1633. It provides resistance to open flame, and in the event a mattress should come into contact with a cigarette, it would self-extinguish. Don't smoke while on or around this device. At the bottom, we have a 2-inch foam safety pad. This is an added level of protection in case of a power failure, and it's encased in its own cover as well, so that if the top cover gets compromised from body fluids or other fluids, the foam safety pad is protected from contamination. Like the top cover, it's very easily laundered and cleaned. Now, with the mattress being a lateral turning mattress, we've developed an innovative way of turning the patient. Many of the products on the market today take the bladders and split them down the center, or are vertical air cells running the length of the mattress. So to turn the patient, one side is deflated while the other side stays inflated. In effect, it drops the person to one side. And as a result, you get this ridge that runs down the middle of the person's back, and it's very uncomfortable. It's like lying on an open sofa bed with that metal bar hitting you in the back, but again, a very hard surface under their back. What we've done is very unique, and we're the only ones who have the system. We call it the Z-cell, and it's patented. This is the bladder itself. You can see that we have split it into two cells on an angle, like this. In order to initiate the turn with the Z-cell system, one side is deflated while the other side stays inflated. But it's a very gradual turn that eases the patient on an angle. The bladders are installed so that every other unit is at the opposite angle, so they can also perform alternating pressure. This unit will turn the patient up to 45 degrees. The Z-cells will achieve a 30-degree turn. The additional 15 degrees of turn is achieved through bolsters on the bottom of the mattress. They will inflate to provide the additional 15 degrees of turn required to get it to 45. The controls on the MA95 are a little different from our other units. For proper setup, the caregiver will need to know precisely the degree of turn for each side of the patient, plus the dwell time in the turn. Beginning on the left, we still have the power button with standby and on modes. Next to it is the rotation and select buttons. These work in conjunction with the LED function window in the center of the unit. Right now, the window displays the message standby. Press the on button to activate the screen. You'll see different kinds of data points that are positioned next to the printed labels surrounding the screen. Through the center is a two-piece bar that runs from left to right across the screen. These indicate graphically and numerically the firmness of the mattress in terms of millimeters of mercury. It goes up to 32 millimeters of mercury. Use the up and down arrows to reach the proper settings for the patient. Remember, the reference to right and left are the patient's right and left side. During setup, the upper and lower bars will be equal in length, but during therapy, you'll see them working independently as turns are actuated. You can set the pressure by pressing the up or down arrows. Across the top of the screen are the indicators for turning time. To adjust the time, press the select button. The pressure bars disappear and an up arrow appears that points to the number that is in the upper left corner of the screen. This is where you're going to set your dwell time for each of the different angles, left, center, and right. You can set it in increments of 1 minute, beginning at 5 minutes. For example, 6, 7, 8, all the way up to 90 minutes on one side. Again, press the up or down arrow until you get to the desired time for the left side. Press the select button and the up arrow moves to the center dwell time setting. Use the up and down arrows to set that dwell time. The device is programmed so that after about 5 seconds of inactivity, if more than 5 seconds goes by without pressing the select or up and down arrows, the screen will return to the default display which shows all the settings. Just press the select button to get back to the menus. Press the select button again to move to the right dwell time and put that in. Press the select button again and the arrow moves to the lower left of the screen and points down to the setting for the angle of turn for the left side. On the MA95, this will turn a patient up to 45 degrees. You can customize the degree of turn angle from 0 up to 45 degrees in 1 degree increments. Again, use the up and down arrows to set the degree of turn for the left side. Press the select button twice to move to the setting for the angle of turn for the right side. Use the up and down arrows to make that setting. It's very versatile. You can turn off a turn to the left side, you can have them dwell in the center, you can have them turned only to one side or to the other side. Press select 5 times so that the arrow points down to the function settings in the bottom center. As you scroll through those, again, using the up and down arrows, you're going to see an M-pulse or multi-pulse, which is a combination of pulse and static, max inflate mode, upright mode, which is your Fowler indicator, another continuous pulse mode, and then, back to where we were, therapy mode. Once you select the function you want, you must wait 5 seconds for that function to begin to operate. You activate the therapy mode by pressing the rotation button. At that point, the MA95 will do what has been programmed by you. To the right of the display screen is the hold button. Press this button to stop the mattress at the point it is at. In the display screen, the hold message will alternate with a message that tells you where you are in the therapy cycle in terms of the function and the amount of time left for that function. Suppose you need to change a bandage, an IV, or tend to the patient in some other manner. Press the max inflate button and the therapy cycle will be stopped. Selecting the max inflate centers the patient. So at any point in the cycle, if they are all the way over to the left side, for example, you hit max inflate, it will first recenter the patient and then inflate fully. You'll notice on here with the max inflate that there's a timer. It's for 15 minutes on this unit. After 15 minutes, the max inflate will turn off and it'll go back to the programmed settings. That's a built-in safety feature that will prevent the patient from being on too firm of a surface. Finally, over on the right side, we have safety features. A power failure alarm, a lockout switch, and an alarm silence as well.